This is problem 398, random pick index. So you're given an integer array nums with possible duplicates, randomly output the index of a given target number. You can assume that the given target number must exist in an array. You're going to implement the solution class. The initializer is going to initialize the object with the array nums here. This method pick, which picks a random index from nums where nums of I equals the target. If there's multiple valid i's, then each index should have an equal probability of returning. Okay, so if you're given this input list of nums here, pick of 3, that's going to return 2, 3, or 4 because 3 has indices 2, 3, or 4. Pick of 1 would be the one here that has index 0, so you just return 0. And then pick of 3, it can return either a 2, 3, or 4 with randomly with equal probability. Okay, so first thing that comes to mind is we can use like a dictionary hash map to map each value in this nums array with the index. So 1 would be mapped to 0, 2 would be mapped to 1, 3 would be mapped to 2, 3, or 4. And then when you call that target method, you will randomly pick one of the values in that the list key in that dictionary. So if you do that, the lookup will just be O of 1, so the time complexity will be O of 1. Another possibility is that instead of using a dictionary, you save yourself that space complexity. What you could do is you could just iterate through the whole list each time the spec method is called, and then keep track of which indices has a value equal to the target. So in this case, you would iterate this through the whole list. If you look for picking 3, then you would keep here 1's not the 3, 2's not 3, 3 is 3, so you keep track of index 2, 3 is 3, so you keep track of index 3, and then so on. And then from that list, then you just randomly pick one of those numbers. So because that requires iterating through the entire list, for each time you call a pick method, that's going to be O of n time complexity. And then in general, we prefer solutions with faster time complexity. So I think it's better if we just go with the first solution using the dictionary. So as I mentioned, we're going to use a dictionary. It's going to be a default dictionary of a list, because like for the value 3, it's going to store not just one index, but all of them. You want to store 2, 3, and the 4. And then you're going to iterate through the nums. So for I in range, length of nums, dict of, so the key would be 3 and 1. So it would be the value, and then the value of the dictionary would be, it will be a list of the indices. So it would be dict of nums of I dot append I. And since it belongs to the class, I'm going to call it self.dict. And then to pick, so value list would equal target self.dict of target. So for example here, for a target equals 3, then value list will be the indices 2, 3, and 4. Then you're going to pick a random index from this value list. So it'll be rand int of 0 to length of value list -1. So it's going to pick a random number from 0 to the end, the final index of this list with equal probability. And then you're going to return, so you're going to tune to 2, 3, or 4. So R is going to be the index, like 1, 2, 0, 1, or 2. And then to get the actual value, it will be value list of R. And that should do it. Yeah, so it passes all test cases, and that solves this problem. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for watching this video.